first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And here's Jones again on second down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs, unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
He finds Watson complete. Touchdown, Packers! Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Throwing to start the drive. Strong. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Strong. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
Well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'll have to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. This is caught. Touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. The lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, 20, 10, 5, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Rodgers to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Up the middle, Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Those defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. 14-6. An inside give to Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So
trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Hockenson crossing the middle and bringing it in. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Hey, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. This is Swift on the counter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Off play action. Strong. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Swift going to try up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Looking to throw. Strong. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Odell Beckham. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions get a bit closer. Extra point try now for Patterson. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now left side on the swing pass. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On the return is Williams. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Rashawn Gary is a player who's gotten better and better in each of his 3 NFL seasons. And last year, his biggest jump yet with 9.5 sacks and a couple of forced fumbles.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now Rodgers.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Lions Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 3rd down, Strong.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
A final shot before break. Strong to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, Charles, in that 1st half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Throwing on third and long. Strong. And this is going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones, and they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Here's Williams to return. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st and 10, Strong. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Tariq Carpenter in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. To throw on 2nd down, Strong. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great late?
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Aiden Hutchinson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And there he goes again.
He will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Again, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this.
They'll try to run with Swift.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 29, Rodgers flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack.
Former first-round defensive lineman Charles Harris slowly seemed to salvage his starting career in the NFL last year, leading Detroit with 7.5 sacks. Now it's crucial for him to prove that last year was not a fluke.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Charles Harris drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Gets past 1 man. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down. Strong. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Derek Barnes gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Looking to throw on second down. Strong. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
From 10 yards out.
And the Lions have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Patterson now for the extra point.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now it's Rodgers.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
He finds Watson complete.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land to by C. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in your podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And he will not have a chance here to try for another touchdown. He'll sit tight, and they'll take over at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Strong. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now a give right side Swift. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, Strong. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
22 yards there, a 1st down. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Packers 38, Lions 31.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Rasul Douglas picks it, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Packers 45, Lions 31.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Once again, it's Swift. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
So in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. The Lions now are going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Looking to throw. Strong. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's over 4.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Throwing on 1st down. Strong. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off.
Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Back to throw again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game.